So where were we? Who can help me? 166, yeah. So 166, what does it say? That this chapter again, this chapter is for the purpose of dissolving the mind. It's a heavy topic, and philosophy behind is this. This mind is that shows us this world. There is all absolute Brahman, but it shows us diverse universe because we see through the lens of our mind. More loud? Hello?
It's actually not on.
It's not on? Hello?
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, what happened?
Yeah, no, it's,
Oh, you're back, Maharaj.
Do.
Please.
Please, I did. Please, it is not listening to
sorry,
me.
the light on the actual speakers are not lit.
This one is on. I can guarantee that.
Acha, check it. It is for listening. If it is done, done. Not done, again do. Now it is done? No?
Maharaj.
Acha,
See
do
where it
whatever
says
you
light?
do. You do yourself and give
Okay,
it
there
ready.
you go.
Bas.
That's it.
It's not. You touch it. Touch it. It is not working. Touch. No?
I'm sorry, Maharaj.
Let's try. What is to unplug, plug.
Let me plug it on that one.
You should check it before start so that we don't waste the time. It is not working.
Hold on, Maharaj.
I do know.
Should be working now, Maharaj.
I do not know. It is not working. Anyway, so the chapters is the major question is that now it is working? Yes, working? Now it is working. Thank you. So, our world is our mind. And when our mind does not function, see, the world is not there. In the deep sleep condition, look at yourself. There is no world for you. There's no this visible universe, daytime universe. There's no dream experiences. You are nowhere, and the whole world collapses for you. There's no existence of the world, its suffering, its pain, its anxieties, its worries, its achievements, its failures, its frustrations. This is a perfect state when the world is totally vanished. So it's happening every day. So you want peace? Can you go to that state? Well, yes, we go to that state every day. But that it is not in your hand. Which night you will get a good sleep? What time it will come and how long it will linger? Have you any control over that? So that does not work because you go to that experience every day. That does not mean anything. But can you do it by your spiritual practice in such a way that you at will can go to that state? The world collapses for you. And collapse does not mean a bad thing because everyone feels joy when they go to deep sleep. And if you can do it by your conscious movement into the divinity, what will happen? Then you consciously connect yourself with that divine. As a result, the rambling of the mind stops. And as rambling of the mind stops, it becomes a perfect equilibrium. And in that state, yoga says, you see uh, your divine nature. Vedanta says, you stand in your divine glory. Language even Bhakta says, you plunge into the love of the divine. Radha Kunda. Eh? Plunge into that Radha Kunda, which is nothing but Ananda. We are all running for Radha Kunda for what? To be in a state of perfect joy. So that can be achieved. And this Vedanta says you can do it, you can handle your mind and try to destroy this running of mind in its own fashion and not listening to me at all. He lives with me, but he controls me. Who wants this control all through the life? We have done enough, but still we do. Because mind, if you have even a servant at your home for a longer time, what do you do? In Indian culture, there are many servants, but servants become our guardians because they become a family member. And the elder uncle, we call elder brother. And really, elder brother, we are grown like elder brother. And the brother say, hey, you did this, it's wrong, you don't do. So, but they have been empowered by us. So our mind is empowered by us, supported by my will and will desire, and it gets now pampered up, and he says, hey, I'll go this way. I say, okay, you go. And you will go this way. Okay, well, you go. And everywhere we go, there is nothing but this play of this suffering or pleasure or pain, this duality. So Vedanta says, when you can get out of it, this duality will just not be non-existing for you. Can you go to that state when mind is perfectly dissolved, like in your dreamless sleep state? Can you at will go there? And if you can go there, and once you come back from there, the whole world will appear different. You will see that that experience is so intense. When in waking state, this mind, through the mind, that revelation percolates everywhere, and you see God everywhere, and you see the divinity everywhere. You say Rama everywhere, you say Christ everywhere, you say Buddha everywhere, no? You say Krishna everywhere. So that is the point. So this whole science of spirituality is how to make the mind stop its own action, own modification. So let it be in such a way you will not modify with anything. Let it be as it is. Then what will happen? Let the monkey mind does not jump. And let it not be intoxicated. And let there not be stinging of the worldliness. So mind has become such. Shipta, Vikshipta, Mudha. 3 states of mind. We have read it. Mudha is dull. A tamas. Mind has not awakened. In even human being, those who are not cultured, their mind is dull and like a stone mind. Developed mind as our mind. We are little conscious, good, bad, this, that, no? And that mind, when mind is pure mind, that is to move on that. Another state is come Shipta. Shipta means it is always jumping. In Bengali, it's called Kepe. Kepe means always is agitated with anything comes. And then Vikshipta. Vikshipta is a higher state. It sometimes becomes settled down. Sometimes it get disturbed. We are in that state. Sometimes our mind cooperates. Sometimes mind moves in its own way. And then we have to rise above that, the state. So anyhow, so that was our study. So we have read the verse number 9. And there we have understood this. The mind step means our mind. I'm reading on page 164, the running translation. Chittang karanamarthanam. The mind is the cause of the existence of all material objects. Because mind is there, all material object is there. As long as there is chitta, as long as your mind, it's chitta is a technical term. You know, we have discussed again and again. Chitta is not only mind and its different states of functioning. Mind, intellect, ego, and its remembering faculty. These four are called chitta. Do you remember that? Huh? Chitta, chitta, chitta. Chitta is a technical term. It includes four types of activity of the mind. Same mind. Vacillating mind, that's a mind. Determinative mind, that's a buddhi. Memory, that's a of the one function of the mind. And I. This is also mind. So all this, as long as there is this mind or chitta, the three world appears in one's perception as real. See, this is real, is it not? Who will deny this is real? This microphone was not working. Was it not real? Yes, so real. Now it is working. So it is real. So this reality is given by whom? The mind. Suppose someone sitting here and sleeping or thinking something else. So it's not real. This is not real for that. The thought, where the mind is that is real. So it appears in one perception as real. When the chitta becomes attenuated, that means chitta is mind, does not function in its full-fledged, expanded condition, then what happens? That means what? That means when mind does not desire, free from desire. When it is free from desire, why mind runs like that? I want to do this. I want to go there. I want to see this. I want to eat this. I want to do this. Always infinite number of these desires, vasanas, are pushing the mind in different directions. If we can stop that desire itself, the root cause of it, mind will not jump. If your car moves all over right turn, left turn, all this. Suppose you don't want to go anywhere. The car will not move on right or left or middle lane or fast lane. Nothing will happen. So this body-mind engine works because the propelling force is the mind. So it says that when the chitta becomes attenuated, meaning, what does it mean? Chitta, mind becomes attenuated. Means functionality of the mind becomes less and less and less. Mind becomes calm and calmer and calmer. How it will be? If the mind does not desire anything but God, or desire anything but the divine, who am I? That is the pure mind. That's why God realization means when this mind does not function the way it is functioning now, it will be focused without any distraction. We talked about that same distraction in a bhakti class. So this the same thing is being given here. If the desires are gone, then what will happen? This world becomes non-existent. It does not exist. Even while there, even I am in this world, Ramakrishna was in this world, Ramana Maharshi was in this world, but they are not of the world. There is a statement that there is a lotus grows, lotus leaf remains in the water, and you put water, it appears that water is there. But you know, lotus leaf, you have seen, a little wind comes and water rolls down. Non-sticky. Now non-sticky pan. Mind is a sticky pan. So when that mind becomes non-sticky, yes, you are there, I am there, okay, okay. You are not there, okay. That's also okay. But we hold on. That's our weak point is there, holding on to that. Yes, in life things come, things go, okay, it has come, it has gone, finished. It has come, okay, thank God. It has gone, thank God. You will say it is a heartless way of saying, how can you live in the world? No, it is not heartless. You can enjoy more because you are detached love. When you hold on, it is more painful. Anything you hold on, you will understand how painful is that, though it appears to be the opposite. So desire, So desireless mind, this world then becomes non-existent. The world as we see it will non-exist, but it will exist in its real form, which is Ananda. That's why the Upanishads declare, no? Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. It is all bliss, bliss. And this everything has come springing from Ananda. Ananda Teva Kulu Imani Jatani Jivanti. These are all born in Ananda. It's dancing in Ananda. It's Ananda, Ananda, Ananda. Khelati Bhagavan Brahmande. Brahmande in this earth, in this world, Bhagavan, the Lord, the Absolute, is playing beautiful way. So in the fruits, in the plants, in the trees, in the birds, in diverse types of human beings, all God is playing. So that's a cheerful, blissful joy. That which is first rejected, that is accepted as divine. So that will come even while there, you will not be affected by that. That you will be in your place. Because you know this is only the divine, the absolute, in different name, and it is created by your mind. When the mind is transparent, it does not create those misconceptions. Then you think that it is all play one. Ocean is the ocean. All the waves and ripples, you see, you name whatever you name, but it is only ocean. When that conception comes, it's a play, it's a fun. You are also that ocean. You are also one wave, another wave, another wave. What a fun going on, God playing with God. I'm interacting with you, I'm interacting with myself, my divine self. I'm fighting with you, I'm fighting with whom? My divine self. So there is a unique harmony comes. That is the goal of spiritual life. Therefore, one should treat this mind. So don't try to control the world. Everyone thinks that I'll change the world. You cannot change the world. But you can change here. And then your whole vision of the world will change. So that's why this is, first is enthusiasm should be good. I will do this good to the world. That's very good. But mature mind will say, hey, who are you? How big is this world? Do you have any conception? This entire earth. We live in Los Angeles and in Hollywood, in California, under that Los Angeles and under that Los Angeles in Hollywood. In Hollywood, there is so many people, and I am one great guy sitting over here. And now this California, then US, go to the solar system, go to the galaxy, go to the Milky Way, go, go, go. Who are you? You'll change the world. Huh. But that good idea that I'll do something, that's a good idea. To know, as Ramakrishna said, to tire your wings, as the bird was sitting in the mast and trying to find the solution. But his wings get tired, and he said, ho, 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 let me sit. Saranagati, take surrender to God and sit here. The life's flow will take you smoothly. Go to the divine will. Go to your own divine self and live in the world. The boat will take you to the goal. Our life will be smooth, joyful, peaceful if we know how to surrender, or how our ego can be deified into the consciousness of the divine. And that is, the mind is not allowing me to see that, and I am seeing everything as my mind projects. That's why the distinction between two people are fighting. Where? Mind. My mind thinks this is right, your mind thinks this is right. There is something, but explanation of the mind is the point of dispute. But if one sees God, there, how the relative world will go? Yeah, God's will, it is going on. No problem. So we are only playmates in that play. Now, 10th verse. Rama Vasanaya Baddham, Rama Vasanaya Baddham, Muktam Nirvasanam Manaha, Muktam Nirvasanam Manaha, Tasmat Nirvasani Bhavam, Tasmat Nirvasani Bhavam, Ahur Ashu vivekato aham ashu vivekataha. Very beautiful. Oh Rama, this advice is given by the great sage Vasishta. And Vasishta is telling, oh Rama, Vasanaya Baddham. No one can bind you. Your vasana, your desire, you're holding on to things that has made you bound. You think, oh, this situation is, no situation can bind. You mentally, if you feel different. So your desire, anything you desire, and as soon as you let go, you're free from that pain and agony and tensions. Whenever we surrender to God, or when our hands be off, then that person is free. There is a story that a mad guy, or we are all mad in that sense, so is holding a tree and embracing a tree and saying, oh, who is there? Please help me to get out of this bondage and bondage and bondage. And some wise man can, what are you doing? Just you are holding and you get out. In the Song of Sannyasi, in Swami Vivekananda said that you are holding, let go thy hold, sannyasi in bold, say Om Tat Sat Om. This verse. You are a sannyasi, just think. Just let go thy hair, hold. Why are you holding on? As duty do, let hands walk, let the divine play. So that is the point, that let the bondage is our creation, freedom is ours. Only here, this nutshell, baddham, bondage, is vasanaya, tritiya vibhakti, through vasana, by craving, by wishing, by having this is to happen this way. And then muktam, what is called freedom, nirvasanam. Holy Mother, exactly this beautiful language. Mother said, Nirvasana how? Ekhoni hoy. If you can become nirvasana, vasana means free from this entanglement of your mental attraction, holding this should do, this way, as a duty to do. But if you hold on to that too much, then you are bound. If you can say, okay, I tried, this is good, that is good, okay, whatever is there, I accept. What a freedom, what a joy. That I always say, the lawyers are good at that because they fight to the tooth and nail. No, as a duty. No, this is the case. It has come to me. This is the favor long, the legal argument. I give, they give, and then they come back home and be free. If they hold on to that, night sleep is gone. And how many nights sleep you can give up like that? So they have to learn to detach. The same in our day-to-day life. Whatever we are, our holding on is the question. And if we can learn how to not to hold on and live freely, try your best and live the life of freedom. So this is the definition of freedom. A new definition of freedom, you can say. What is the freedom? Freedom is detaching from your desires. Does not mean that you will not work. You will do your best. But at the end of the day, mom, nothing here. Our anxiety, I cannot sleep whole night. We say that, oh, it was so bad, I cannot sleep. When I got this message, it was so disturbing. There is the problem. But you are holding on to that. Why not give it to God in a devotee's language? Or see some other way. My mind, how many things happen like that? So how many situations do you overcome? We don't want to overcome, but we have to go. World is a rigorous grinding place. It forces us to go through. It takes away, snatches away our near and dear one from our life. It kills people, it destroys everything happens in this world, brutally happens. Those who are intelligent, they intelligently get avoid and they can be free. And those who are bound, they will suffer more and more and more. A point will come when they will have to learn to this detachment. There is no two ways in the world. People do a very good sugar coating language. This and this go together. No. Spirituality is not like that. This is the truth of the matter is that our bondage we create. We have to learn how to live in the world, but not create bondage for us, but liberty and freedom for us. Not arrogance. It is very humbling. I accept the situation. I tried as a duty. But okay, Lord, let thy will be done. So there is the freedom. So Rama, Vasanaya, oh Rama, the mind goes into this state of bondage through desires alone. And that is liberation as soon as it becomes free from desire. So, this Vedanta is, in one sense, people don't read. That's good. Because you can put the blame on others. But Vedanta don't allow that. Vedanta put the blame here. You cannot say, it is happening for me. You are doing all these things. And in dualistic religion, always you can put that finger. And if nobody is God, why God did it to me? And God has no other function to put me into this trouble. So, but Vedanta no scope. It is you. You have to do it. You think. You take action. You have created your bondage. You thought that way that made you a slave. And you think this way you will be free. So, don't have to always point the finger to the outside and make our life more hellish. But it is also subjective adjustment. As I give the example, that you drive in a freeway, not American freeway, but some other freeway of poor countries where freeway is full of rat hole and pothole. So when you just driving and you can cry and you can shout and you can blame the county people, you can see the engineers but nothing happening. You have to travel through that bumpy way. What we can do? Can you get a good car with a good spring? Then you will be riding that same bumpy road, but you will be unaffected. Only spring, adjust the spring of mind. How we can adjust, how we can stay, all the situation. Everything comes, okay, it adjusts. No? Ride becomes life, ride. Life is a riding. And ride becomes very joyful. Because things are happening, but I am not getting affected. So how to do that? It is that mind, it is that advice. So tasmat nirbashani bhavam. Therefore, O Rama tried to become nirvashana. That bhava, take that attitude. Bhava of nirvashana. Attitude of non-desiring for objects. I will desire. Though I am saying non-desire, it is desire, but desireless desire. I wish it, I try it, have it, good. Not also. Why I shall be bound myself? Why I shall make my own bondage where I can be free? So that is called freedom. So freedom, in other place we have read, freedom is not living in the earth or in the heaven. Or Hindu has 7 heaven. No plane, no heaven, nothing. Your liberation does not belong to earth or to the heaven or any other plane. But nirvasana, the attitude when desire free, you are liberated here and now. What will happen after death? Who cares for that? Before death, like our in the Christian world, they give the sainthood. When? They torture them whole life, and when they die, they say, oh, you are a saint. So we should not, here Vedanta says, no, you get sainthood here and now by this process. And what is the greatest miracle? In Christian world, they say miracle. What is the greatest miracle? Miracle is this. Things of life will go. Your smile will remain. The absolute peace. Nothing will be. So this is our struggle. We have to focus. This is our goal. If we don't remember that, then we are beating the bush all around. No? So that not to redirect our attention, to focus our attention, where is the problem? That's Vedanta is very analytical and it pinpoints nowadays cancer. So many cancer. Previously, one type of medicine they used to give. Now it has the science has developed. They know what type of cancer and what type of medicine work for that. They particularly give that type of treatment so that it does not destroy the other good cells. So as much clear is the analysis, what you call diagnosing the disease. Our disease is our suffering. Our disease is our anxiety. Our disease that we cannot, health, environment, all are creating disturbance and restlessness for me. So this disease, where is the root of that disease? Outside, inside? If it is outside, find out outside and try that. No one has succeeded in correcting the outside. Only we know these people who have tried to correct here. Look at the world religion, look at all the saints' life. Those who have corrected here, you see, they are the people of peace in their every religion. That is the testimony. So, first diagnose the disease and then put the medicine. So there is that this book is giving us a very beautiful guidance that this is the problem. Your desire is the problem. You camouflage it and you blame the whole world. Who can give you any suffering if you have no desire? Suppose you are, yeah, giving a gross example. You want a position, your job situation. You should get it. You demand it. Okay. But suppose you didn't get it. Who is benefited if two people are in the same position? One says, I did it. That's a necessity. I do as a duty. It has happened. I'll be smilingly, joyfully doing my whole work or find something else without making that black face. And another person, the same position, didn't get the job and frustrated, angry every day, criticizing everyone. This person, that person, hey, I'll show you this way, I'll go in this way. Who is helpful? Who is happy? Who is unhappy? And there is no solution. Sometimes, after all this effect, it will be more disturbing and disturbing. Your medicine, you have to take more medicine. Blood pressure medicine and other medicine in corollary, it will come one after another. For who's good? No one's good. So how can he fight? That's why Gita's idea. You fight in the life. Do as best as you can. Arjuna, best fighter in the world. In life situation, fight. But have you any check? Where to stop? How to stop? What attitude you will take? These are the attitude question. That's why Sachidananda Swami's language is very, every time attitudinal correction. His language, correct. Attitude, correction of your attitude. The world will not change. Your attitude should change. So this is the thing. Desire, how can I be desire free? This is the attitude. And even you create it. Sanskara, who has done? If we say sanskara, then nothing, we should not do anything in life. Okay, this is my sanskara, I'll go. No, I have created my sanskara by my own thinking. I will undo it by my own. There comes Vedanta. And this, how it comes? Attitudinal correction. You thinking everyone my enemy? You think everyone is mother. Mother is playing with me in this room. If you can bring in split second, the moment you will feel the world is changed. Internally. No one will understand outside, but that you will feel. So it is the attitude. Attitude is the Vedanta. It is the same consciousness behind everyone. And that consciousness acting to the mind as we read it here, that is giving us the world view. But if we pay attention to the consciousness behind, then it is play up to one reality. So How there is Chandogya Upanishad. I have forgotten those verses and I don't read them. If you make friendship with the warrior group Kshatriya who loves the Kshatriyas love them. You love the Vaishyas love you. Like that they're saying, trying to find the unity. Instead of enemy, instead of unity, that the same power. Only the media is the mind, but we are the same. That sameness, when it comes, life becomes more peaceful, no? Joyful. So, Tasma, therefore, here Vasishta's suggestion, Nirvashani Bhavam. You take that attitude of Nirvashana, not craving for only material things and ending there, but vivekataha, by analyzing what we desire. We cannot give up desire, but we can give up desire of this disturbing things to desire for my reaching my real self. That's also desire. I will realize God, it's a desire. I shall go to temple, it's a desire. I shall go to park, that's also a desire. So desire is a desire. But how can we twist that, give a turn, attitude? What attitude I will take to turn my desire? Desire itself is not bad. As I give the example, desire is like your engine, 6-cylinder engine. When you make it on, full power is there. Now you put the front gear, the car goes one direction, and back gear, it goes other direction. It's fault of the car, a fault of the energy behind? No. Attitudinal correction, front gear or back gear, which direction you are wanting. So many people do this mistake without changing the gear or in a back gear and start heavily and suddenly it gets hit or something. So this is our life. We have to change that by nirvashani bhavam, attitude of nirvashana. So note says regarding this discernment, supremely competent one through the analysis of the state of deep sleep alone gets immediate realization of the implied meaning of the word thou. Who are you? Just if you can deeply contemplate every day how I go to the deep sleep state, and in the deep sleep state, how I live there. Where is my world? Where is my concept of the world? Where is good? Where is bad? Where is rich? Where is poor? Where is education? What is the foolishness? Everything is collapsed there. No? Analyze that every day. And that's a place of peace. By analyzing that, totally thinking about, that means your less importance will come into the happening of the daytime or in the dream time. Dream experience, that's the experience. And these are also real. But these two realities are for two segments of time when the mind is active. And when the mind collapses, they analyze that. This book says that through the analysis of the state of deep sleep alone, this book, that's why it should be, every word is very important. Alone is very important. That's why we don't make the English very smooth. It's very tough. Reading this book is tough because English is not smooth. But it is to be paying attention to every word. Yes.
I just read today, there's no coincidences, right? So I just read today about this woman in India, and she said, when you're in deep sleep, there's the one who sleeps and the one who doesn't sleep. Meditate on the one who doesn't.
Yes, boy.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's the thing. It is scripture says. So every day we are not aware. Someone is watching me all the time. That's why our term is given, God is anidra. Everyone has blinking of eyes, sleeps. But that consciousness never sleeps. Day, night, dream, dreamless sleep. All through the time, days, months, years, 100 years, 1,000 years, that never sleeps. How it is consciousness? How can it sleep? The same thing beautifully placed. Meditate on that who does not sleep. That's why we say, think of God. He's always seated in your heart. But how long we remember? Whole day I think I did this, I went there, I drove, I ate, I prepared, I cooked. Huh? So, but who actually did it? That consciousness is the percolated to the mind. So think of that consciousness. That's the point. We call meditate on God. In a language of duality, we talk about that. So by discrimination alone, he comes to know the inmost self, the witness, the Atman, which is unattached and is of the nature of consciousness. And the lowest competent one, those people are, this for the highest category of student. Only analyzing the deep sleep state, they can reach that point. But another lowest competent one gets the immediate realization of the truth through samadhi. This goes by knowledge. And lowest means is it following the path of Patanjali Yoga Sadhana. Huh? That path you grow by what you call dharana, dhyana, savikalpa samadhi, nirvikalpa samadhi, stages. According to Bushishto, they are of a lower category of student. The path of meditation is lower. Vedanta is straight, direct. We are reading Bhakti. Their Bhakti is the highest. And here they are saying Dhyana is lowest. This is greatest. But anyway, the Vedantic discrimination rests on the three states, waking, dream, and deep sleep. It is necessary to always discern all of these three states only in deep sleep, and the self alone remains, which is the unattached in and the nature of consciousness only. Now they are giving the example, next verse, 11. Thirst for the worldly object now is condemned. Therefore, our medicine, our disease has been diagnosed. It is the desire. And how the desire gets pampered? Thirst for worldly objects. I see something, my mind says, oh, it is good if I get it. I see some food, if I could have got it, to eat. So our five senses are anything it brings new, our mind says, it is good to taste it, good to go there. I'll go to Chile, I'll go to Argentina, I'll go to this, I'll go to that. Desire, and then all the actions will come. So it says the thirst is something deep. Thirst means you are thirsty for water, means water is needed for you.
Same as Krishna.
Trishna, Tanha. In the Buddhistic language, they work on this. Trishna, Tanha. The same word, Trishna and Tanha. So what is that? Yatha abhrolekha shashinam. Yatha abhrolekha shashinam. Sudhalepam masiyatha. Sudhalepam masiyatha. Dusayati evam evanta. Dusayati evam evanta. Naram asha pishachika. Naram asha pishachika. The way the line of clouds on 167 page stains the moon, the way black ink makes a whitewashed wall look ugly, so does the evil spirit in the form of desire pollutes a person's mind. What pollutes our mind? He's giving the example. Like the way the line of clouds in the sky, and there is a full blazing, beautiful moon. When it covers, that stain appears on the moon. The cloud, patch of the cloud, which is dark and stain, full of stain, it is projected on the moon. But moon is not affected by that. Similarly, on the way of black ink, a whitely washed, you see this whitewashed, anything little darker you throw it, it will make a big distinctive stain. No? So, similarly, so does the evil spirit. In us, what is the evil spirit? It is not Christian evil spirit. It is Vedantic evil spirit. What is that? My desire. Catch that desire, oh, that evil spirit, and hold and then manage them. So that spirit desires, they pollute the person, our mind. Our mind is polluted by my desire. What desire I desire? According to that, hmm, even in spiritual life, I will have experience. I am doing this. I want to see some vision. That's also a obstacle according to Vedanta. Why you desire? You are that. Normally, in spiritual life, normal people will think that, oh, I had a vision. I got a little light. That's enough. That's good. But Vedanta says nothing. You are that. Why are you not establishing that eternal light? You saw a glimpse one day, or some hallucination, huh? And you think that you have a great vision. It is a life transforming experience. Total transformation will come. Mind, as the stain seen in the moon by a dark cloud, appears to be stained, but in your real nature, no impurity have touched it there. You cannot ever touch it. So try that. Find the desire, the culprit of all our suffering. And how to do that? Now, the only way to remove all types of erroneous conception is to meditate. What? On the consciousness. Just you said that question. Meditate on what? Parama, you said just now?
On the one who doesn't sleep.
Yeah, who does not sleep. And that they are saying consciousness. Only meditating on consciousness, you can get out of it. That's why Ramakrishna said, day and night thinking of world, you become worldly. Day and night think I am Atman, you will be Atman. Day and night think I am the child of God, you will be child of God. So it is your. So that's the responsibility of Vedanta student. So it says, Antarmukha taya sarvam. Antarmukha taya sarvam. Chidvanni tri jagatrinam. Chidvanli tri jagatrayam. Jubhato antani antar nirvartita. Juhato antar nivartita. Rama chittadi vibhrama. Rama chittadi vibhrama. Oh Rama, when the aspirant, like students like us, who is introverted, who is not only looking outside, and day and night, he has the time to look here, introverted, who is introverted, offers in the fire of consciousness these three words. Everyday thing, okay, from that consciousness only the waking experience is coming. Because of that, I have the waking experience. Because of that, I am experiencing the dream world. No, suppose a person is dead, his eyes are even open. Some people die with eyes open. Do they see? Ears are open. Do they hear? So why? The consciousness does not go anywhere ultimately, but it is switched off. Bulb is there, but bulb does not function. One bulb is down, functioning. But the electricity is not there. It's gone up to that point. Only there is a breaking point. So it is not complete. So similarly, the consciousness, that is the introverted person, the aspirant, who is introverted, who has the analytical mind to look inside. In the fire of consciousness, the worlds in the mind as an oblation like dry grasses. So you say, I offer into consciousness all my experience of the day, whatever I did. And then dream, I wake up, all the dream experiences I offer into that consciousness. And in the deep sleep I was there, I offer that into the consciousness. So you offer, like oblation in the puja time, Shwaha, Shwaha, Shwaha. Every day, 3 times swaha. Any time in the day, I am offering into the oblation of the. And bhakti, I offer everything to God. Oh Lord, whatever I died, I did it for you. I am offering it to you. Is there any difference in the experience? A language only different. That's why we are very fortunate we came to Ramakrishna. Otherwise, these are philosophical differences. And people will be going on these differences and not going into the root of the thing. So the point is very important that the fire of consciousness is here in me. That consciousness, that is allowing me through the level of the mind, all this visible universe. So what mind experience today? If I'm intelligent, I say, okay, I offer it to here. What good experience, bad experience, offer it to here. Bhakta will say, oh Lord, I offer at the free. Huh? And then you become free. There is no you anymore because you are giving all the experiences back to the source. So in your dream experience, every good dream, bad dream, why do you bother about? Dream is dream. If dream is dream, this is not a dream. This is a longer dream. Because you see a longer dream, you think it is more valid than that of the night dream. There is no difference between this dream and that dream. Because when you experience the dream as real, as much real as now. You are thirsty, you take a glass of water. In dream also, you take a glass and drink water. Experience wise the same. So that is offer it. And what is like a dry grasses with detachment. Dry grasses means wet grass has some water in it. Dry gases means with analytical mind when you offer, it burns quickly. It burns into ashes. And another example, why they are talking about offering into the fire of consciousness. Because when you offer into the fire of consciousness, fire burns. And you don't see the grass anymore. What you see instead? Ashes. You put gas there, you put a piece of wood there, you put some buttermilk, clarified buttermilk there, or ghee. You put some oil there, everything burns, and what remains? If the wood is there, it's called ashes, but everything is gone. So light remains. Light and heat. Light is called consciousness, heat is called ananda. So after offering, you feel blessed. Light, inner consciousness awaken, and heat, you feel joy. Light and heat. This erroneous cognition of the mind stuff and the like cease in no time. All this misconception, this world is real. If you every time push it back to the consciousness, what will remain? It is all consciousness. You are getting trained to think it is not, the mind is not important. Mind, what is showing is not important. What has been shown, I am retrieving back to the source. So think of that consciousness day and night. Alternate meaning also has been done as the grass gets absolutely burnt when offered in the fire. Ultimately, when one becomes introverted, the mind and the whole external universe, all the three worlds get totally wiped out. Therefore, Rama, you become introverted. Huh? So he's talking about Rama. Then don't look much towards the outside. Yes, you live in that world. But every moment make a habit. I offer it back to the consciousness. Back to the consciousness. Huh? What a beautiful sadhana.
Swami is constantly sort of making Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, his Raja Yoga, for example, the emphasis on meditation, like a secondary part that kind of needs a little residue. Whereas, without using the words of Patanjali calling it Jnana Yoga, he's talking about vichara.
Vichara. Vedanta is vichara. And
Vedanta has different modes too. Meditation is also.
no, there is no meditation word. Shravana, manana, nididhyasana. We sometimes misuse the terminology. When I am explaining, I sometimes using the word meditate. But in Vedanta, there is no meditation. Meditation is that this world is unreal and there is something which is eternal. Shravana, just we are hearing now. Now don't go home and close the book and forever and go. While driving, think, really, really, that is true what we heard? Is there any meaning? Is there any real understanding of it? Or it is just false, some arguments they are giving because they are logical people, they confuse us. Just talk about that. Manana. Manana means you cogitate, you argue, you counter argue in yourself again and again. Bring doubts, as many doubts you can. First, be doubt free in your understanding. Intellectual clarity should be there. First thing. Here is not I am meditating on the Atman. I am saying because we want to, in our Vedanta, what has happened? No. In our nature has become, we always harmonize. But you go to Sarvapriyananda, you'll be one-sided only. Because it is Vedanta. We have to learn only that way. That's a true Vedanta. But we are Vedanta with all these types of uh, harmonizing attitude. But the point is that Vedanta will always say that Sravana, Manana, and Nididhyasana. And Nididhyasana means deep analysis, and you go and stand on your subject. That is consciousness. He has no meditation. Either his path is elimination. Extroverted just be Rama's. Oh Rama, all this extrovert experience of your waking state, bring it back and offer it to the consciousness. And as you put it into the consciousness, everything burns. Nothing remains. So you become totally living in your total detachment. So it is not meditation. It is awareness of our mind, which was extroverted. It is to be introverted. Introverted means to my real consciousness. So every time you do that, they are not saying you sit down and Ramana Maharshi. He is not sitting for meditation like those are yogic path. We call yogis. Yogi Samadhi, that is the term. Though it is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi in Vedanta, but Nirvikalpa Samadhi is what Totapuri did. Thou art that. He came to Ramakrishna and taught him, thou art that. And he said, say, I am that. And Ramakrishna said, I am that. Few times, they are a most competent student, boom. What he said, I am that, and I went back to that consciousness. Extrovert went to the introvert. And they're so trained mind, so easily caught there and got. But it is stuck here, that's a different issue. And penetrating that you went. So this is not question of meditation there. But though we say in different verses you meditate, because we live in duality. When this book gives the example, think of the infinite ocean, think of the ripples arising on the surface of the ocean, think that how the ripples are merging into the ocean, and just feel it is nothing but the ocean. Just contemplate on that, because our mind is trained to think something, but it is giving us a idea how expansive thought it should be, so that it is almost the idea of Brahman can be grasped a little bit. So that's why the mind.
Vichara and Nididhyasana are really closest to the
Neti path. And your book, your what you call yogic path. Yogic path will be say God. Even you can think of the non without form, God without form, but they will say think of an ocean. You meditate on an ocean, or Savikalpo, think of Rama, think of Krishna, think of Kali. But you are focusing your mind. Here is the see, two changes. Here in my heart, Guru says, there is a lotus, think of your star, and but my mind runs there. You are struggling to mind, hey mind come back, pratyahara. Then mind say, oh, hold on, dharana. Then say, stay long here. It is an effort to bring it back. Here is also an effort, but it is given it the fire, it burns, finished. Go back. Wherever you go, it is nothing but that consciousness. Neti, leading to the consciousness.
Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, Raja Yoga is only one of the paths. There is Jnana Yoga, which does not talk about meditation at all.
That is the book.
Which is the same as Vichara and Nididhyasana. So in short, he's not telling us something Patanjali didn't talk about.
But
Jnana Yoga is the same thing.
yeah, but you know, every philosophy talks about that in their own language. Say, Samadama Titiksha Upurati Shraddha Samadhana. Huh? Yama niyama. When they are talking about, they are giving some discipline to train the mind. But because it is the tendency of the Vedantic thought, the analytical path is more focused, not this, but the consciousness. And where you go into the other part, it is more, no. All this is there, but they are less important. Important is here. Change your attention to this side. And then when you can change and touch here, with the eyes open, you can see the same thing outside. So these are the distinctive philosophical differences.
What's the translation for vichara?
Vichara means discrimination, discernment,
So it's the same as viveka?
viveka. Viveka is the discrimination, right?
Okay, so vichara, viveka.
Same. No, the same. Viveka, and then comes vairagya. Vairagya means detachment, denunciation. If you know this is bad, give up. Don't think of that. So that should be the attitude. Yeah. Okay. So we end here.
You said, I just wanted to say that it was struck me. You said, I'll put it into the fire of consciousness, and then you finished. You said, what a beautiful sadhana. It really struck me. That's exactly.
Yeah, it is nothing to any good or bad, any thought. Here there is no positive or negative. Everything. Everything in the waking experience, which are seeing here, and is so solid and so real to us, everything used to be pushed back into the consciousness.
But you said this is the sadhana.
This is sadhana means practice. I am talking, I am talking one time. When I am talking, I am thinking of that. This is once. It is giving little good feeling. But if I do it day and night, if I could do, say, 10 minutes, if I can do 20 minutes, you'll be a transformed person. Because your attention, importance is all turned into another direction. Okay, so tomorrow will be gospel class, but I will be not. It is Swami Atma Tattananda Shiva Maharaj will give the class because we'll have our board meeting tomorrow. Thank you. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanam Astu.